everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to study the notes of Karnataka State Board Class 7 English Poem Chapter 8, The Convergence of the Twain. First, take turns with your partner to ask or answer the questions given below. Explain to him or her why you think your answer is correct. Quote from the poem if necessary. Write down your answers. Question number 1. In the first 3 lines, the poet speaks of 2 things. What are they? Answer. In the first 3 lines, the poet speaks about smart ship and iceberg. Question number 2. The poet uses the word grew twice. What does he mean in each case? Answer. Poet uses the word grew twice. Once he tells about the man-made ship, how it grew into a greater heights, and the quality of ships has also grown. Whereas in the second case, the poet warns as and when science goes on growing, nature also grows as big as the science and technology. Question number 3. What does he say about the ship's qualities? Answer. He says that the ship has grown into a greater height, and also the quality rendered being beautiful to look at, and also the degree of brightness in color is also grown. Question number 4. What is the mysterious and fearful? What phrase expresses this idea? Answer. The phrase shadow silent distance grew the iceberg too. This means that while the ship was being built, God was making the iceberg that the ship crashed into, which feels something fearful and mysterious. It also symbolizes that nobody can escape nature's will taking its course. Question number 5. In what way are the ship and the iceberg alien? Answer. Here in the poem, alien means the ship and iceberg are opposite to one another. One is natural and the other is man-made. As human technology goes on growing, on the other side, nature also goes on growing against the human technology, which goes against nature. Question number 6. When you are playing with a top, you spin it and make it spin on the floor. The force of the spinning also makes it go round and round in a circle. Now our earth also does the same. It goes round and round the sun spinning. So, who is the spinner of the years? Answer. The fate. Question number 7. 2 things became historical facts in navigation. What are they? Answer. 2 things which became historical are one of the largest, safest man-made conventions of its time, and hardly presents a philosophical poem about fate's inevitability and indifference through the eyes of nature, portraying the disaster by presenting the accident. The Titanic was supposed to be unsinkable because of the technology used to build it, but fate proved otherwise. Man's technology is no match against the force of nature. Question number 8. The Atlantic Ocean is vast. The Titanic and the iceberg are mere splash in it. Yet one obstructs the other in its course. There was a head-on collision. This was an amazing event. Question number 9. The iceberg and the ship were alien. They were like the 2 hemispheres. Explain what this means. Answer. The iceberg and the ship were alien. Here it means they are different from one another. One is natural and the another one is artificial, man-made, as to be the opposite of one another. They were like 2 hemispheres. This sentence gives the idea that human pride was shattered when the ship sinks. The 2 hemispheres would refer to either side of the world. The 2 sides are purposefully created by the mysterious creator, and they have ever since been coming close to their ultimate clash. They are twin halves of one august event. They will be 2 halves of the tragedy. Question number 10. The event that brought death and destruction was like play to someone. Which 2 lines say so? Answer. Till the spinner of the years said, now and each one hears. Question number 11. Consider the words dash and each one hears dash. This means there were 2 or 3 or many who heard. Underline the correct word. Answer. 2 Titanic iceberg. Question number 12. Consider the word consummation. What point of time in the short life of the ship was consummation? A. When the ship stood in the dock in all its glory. B. When it began to leave and the passengers on the deck were cheered by the people on the ground. C. When it reached its maximum speed in the open sea. D. None of the above. Answer is B. When it began to leave and the passengers on the deck were cheered by the people on the ground. Next question. In describing the collision, the poet had used 3 phases and 1 word. Scan the poem and find them. Answer. The 3 phrases are: in shadowy silent silence grieve the iceberg too, the intimate welding of their later history, on being anon twain half of one august event, the word consummation, all these describe the collision. So this is all about the notes of the Convergence of the Twain by Thomas Hardy. If you want the notes of other lessons, kindly check the playlist of my channel. Thank you.